Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. I gotta thank all you guys yesterday for your outpouring of support. Working Money Channel celebrated its 4th anniversary, and so, I got a lot of great comments here in the comments section, and, actually a lot of comments. I was really happy to see that, the channel has affected you guys in a positive way. Some of you guys have been with me for almost the entire time. And so, I gotta thank you guys again. This channel would not be possible without you, first and foremost, so I gotta give a huge shout out to the XRP community. We've been through ups and downs, guys, lots of them, and, today we're looking at another down day. Now, this one, a little bit more brutal than the last. We've actually made a new low here on the Bitcoin chart, so this level here, the 25,400, that was pierced, and we did go as low. Bitcoin did hit $23,700. Right now, Bitcoin is hovering at around 23,900, almost around 24,000. So this is Bitcoin on the daily, and, there's a lot of panic out there in the space. A lot of people are really nervous, thinking to themselves, there's all this technical analysis out there. Is price going to go even lower than this? What should I believe at this point? Because, there's so much information and, I've got a buying plan, but I don't want to pull the trigger too soon. So what do I do? Well, first of all, none of this information is financial advice, first and foremost. Secondly, nobody has a crystal ball. So the other thing you got to remember, nobody really knows when the bottom is coming in. And, if somebody tells you, they know exactly when the bottom is going to come in, they are lying to you, unless they're from the future. So the only thing we can do is best guess. And my best guess at this point in time, guys, is that we are very, very, very close, if not already there. And I'm going to tell you why for a few reasons, and I'm going to tell you why, this market is not dead. If you do want to increase your wealth, these are the opportunities right now. This is the time to accumulate more cryptocurrency, especially if maybe you didn't capitalize on this bull run. Maybe you felt like you didn't have enough and you were waiting for targets to get higher. Well, if you have more cryptocurrency accumulated, your targets don't actually need to be as high to cash out and, to preserve that monetary goal that you might have set in your head. Always have a plan also, because I know, when markets go up and you keep seeing the number rally, you think to yourself, oh, it could go higher. It could go even higher. And that sometimes doesn't end well. So let's just take a look at the market for now. So under $1 trillion. Whoa. We haven't seen that in a while. Bitcoin dominance, though, still holding 46.9%. So Bitcoin compared to the altcoins, moving in tandem. Bitcoin, since it is the leader in the market, it is one of the stronger coins at this moment. But it's down 12.6%. Ethereum's down 16.2%. We've got the rest of the crypto space down. BNB coin down 11.86%. Cardano's down 10%. XRP is down 9%. XRP is hovering at around 31.5 cents at this moment in time. But let's take you through the news. Let's take you through some headlines. We're not going to get into the articles in depth. We're just going to take a look at the headlines, okay, to just get a sense of the sentiment here. This from XRP Crypto Wolf. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen wants to restrict 401k plans from adding crypto. I wonder why. Always do the opposite of what they tell you to do, because chances are they want to benefit themselves and they don't want you to benefit. How about this one? The Bank of Canada warns crypto needs to be regulated before it gets too big. Before it gets too big? Well, look at this. Everything is collapsing right now. How could it have any chance of getting big in such a bear market? So, we got to read between the lines. We understand these governments know we are sticking around and this crypto market will rally once again. And their biggest fear is that we are going to get too rich and then have the financial freedom to do as we please, and then they cannot control us. So, there's been this bit of a race here. Control cryptocurrency, regulate the heck out of it before it gets too big. And I feel like they were trying to do this before this bull run, but there's too many complications here. They couldn't get their act in order, and people did benefit from this bull run now. So they're going to take this opportunity now in a bear market to try to continue to regulate cryptocurrency. What else do we have here? Lowest weekly close since December of 2020. As it stands, Bitcoin begins a new week with a totally different feel to last week. So a lower close, guys. A night of losses into June 13th means that the largest cryptocurrency is now edging closer to beating its 10-month lows from May. The weakness has left few guessing. Shock inflation data from the United States last week sparked a chain reaction across risk assets, and low weekend liquidity appear to exacerbate the consequences for crypto assets. The macro pain continues this week. The Federal Reserve is due to provide information on rate hikes and the economy more broadly. So this is also symptomatic of a bigger space, which we are going to get to in a bit. Down here, notice Celsius collapse looms, sending Bitcoin tumbling. So there was something else that I want to talk about a little bit today. Ben Armstrong posted this on Twitter. How many people just got this email from the Celsius network? And I don't know how many in the XRP community are part of the Celsius network, or rather have their funds on the Celsius network. If you do, please put it down in the comment section. I'm curious to know how many of you guys were involved in this and how many of you guys did get this email. I personally don't use Celsius, so this did not affect me. Certainly not good in the short term, and many people will be upset. But long term, it's probably the only move they had. So what is the move? Here is the email that not only BitBoy Crypto, not only did he get, but Crypto Eddie also, I saw her, she posted this on Twitter as well. We are writing with a very important message for our community. Due to extreme market conditions, today we are announcing that Celsius is pausing all withdrawals, swaps, and transfers between accounts. We are taking this action today to put Celsius in a better position to honor over time its withdrawal obligations. So, the Celsius network putting everything on hold so that you cannot take your cryptocurrency out. Feel like this is unfair? Well, I think a lot of you guys probably do. Acting in the interest of our community is our top priority. In service of that commitment and to adhere to our risk management framework, we have activated a clause in our terms of use that will allow for this process to take place. Celsius is valuable assets, and we are working diligently to meet our obligations. So, if everybody is withdrawing at the same time, this obviously means they don't have enough crypto on hand to fulfill all their obligations. This is not good, guys. This is not good. This is why I always keep my crypto on a Ledger Nano. Yes, I love the Ledger Nano. Cold wallet solution. You know your crypto's safe. You have your own keys, not your crypto. I have an affiliate link in the description. You can use it if you want. You don't have to use it, though, if you do not want to. But I thought this was a great opportunity to bring this up yet again. You know, if these exchanges are keeping your crypto hostage, you probably do not want to park them there. So this is also part of why we're seeing the market collapse. Careful out there, folks. This tweeted out by Willy Wonka XRP. Here is the clause that Celsius mentioned in their original email, I guess it was. In the event that Celsius becomes bankrupt, enters liquidation, or is otherwise unable to repay its obligations, any eligible digital assets used in the earn service or as collateral under the borrow service may not be recoverable, and you may not have any legal remedies or rights in connection with Celsius's obligations to you other than your rights as a creditor of Celsius under any applicable law. So they've basically stated in their terms of use, as per just down here, their terms of use that BitBoy Crypto pointed out here, that they can basically take your crypto, keep it hostage, and, you can sue them, but we'll see how well that goes. So this is all what's happening now. This is all what's causing turmoil, doom and gloom. Oh my goodness, the sky is falling. There was another tweet here from Watcher Guru. Celsius reportedly did transfer $320 million. So still on the Celsius theme, $320 million worth of crypto to FTX network. So in the flurry of panic, this is what they did. Fears of Celsius token, or the CEL token, pulling a Terra UST and Luna style crash and heading to zero is looming. Celsius fell nearly 70% after the firm announced they are pausing withdrawals to stabilize liquidity. The crypto staking lending platform is now in muddy waters as rumors claim that the company unstaked $247 million worth of wrapped Bitcoin from Aave and sent it to the FTX exchange. Speculations are rife on social media that Celsius has been moving large amounts of WBTC, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies while simultaneously pausing withdrawals for users. So I don't know if this affects you guys. I mean, I stick to the cryptocurrencies that I know have value. I know, yield earning can be very lucrative and can be very appealing, if you want to earn interest on your cryptocurrency, but always be careful, always know where you are custodying your crypto. Again, this just goes back to me not trusting anyone, basically, and saying, if I don't have the keys, it's not my crypto. So again, the Ledger Nano link is in the description if you guys are interested. Well, Nexo, take a look at what they did. They also took this opportunity after what appears to be insolvency of the Celsius network and mindful of the repercussions for their retail investors and the crypto community. Nexo has extended a formal offer to acquire qualifying assets of Celsius network after their withdrawal freeze. So Nexo stepping in and saying, look, we have the funds, we have the resources, we'll take on your business, operating a sustainable business for over 4 years based on solid fundamentals and prudent risk management. Nexo is in a strong liquidity and equity position as evidenced by the only real-time reserves attestation of a blockchain finance company. We firmly believe that acquiring all or part of Celsius's qualifying outstanding collateralized loan receivables will go a long way in providing immediate liquidity to Celsius network clients. We are still waiting to hear from their management and we will update you. So Nexo stepping in, amid this crisis, saying we'll take it over. All Nexo products are operating normally. They continue on in this next tweet thread. Borrow, earn, exchange, and Nexo card also with a bit of a pitch here. As always, withdrawals and deposits are processed instantly so that all of you can make the necessary arrangements in this latest downturn in the markets. Nexo is the first and only blockchain finance company to have real-time audits of its custodial assets, showing that the company's assets exceeded its liabilities at all times, which attests to Nexos's liquidity and ability to meet all of its obligations. So a bit more salt in Celsius's wound there. They go on here. I will link this in the description of the video if you guys are interested in reading further. So, I just kind of wanted to bring this up because this is what is happening now in and amongst this market downturn. All these companies are realizing here's an opportunity. There are going to be winners and there are going to be losers. The companies that have the strong fundamentals are stepping up and they're realizing, okay, this is a power grab. I can take the Celsius business in this specific example here, and because they have strong fundamentals, they feel confident doing this. So guys, this is just a microcosm of what is happening right now, a big shakeup, and I think we're going to see a lot of companies falter at this point. There was also question of USDT stability and if the USDT coin is going to be next to start to be delisted from exchanges. I know Binance mentioned something about delisting USDT futures. So it's not the USDT coin, but there was a little bit of worry there. I don't have the tweet up. So guys, should we worry? Is this really a point where worry is necessary? Well, here's some positive news. No one is saying crypto winter at Consensus. And for those of you guys who do not know, Consensus 2022 is happening right now, and everybody is actually fairly optimistic at Consensus. Nobody is thinking, oh my goodness, the sky is falling, because at the end of the day, crypto is more than just price speculation. The ups and downs are going to occur, but really it's the coins, guys, with the real world utility. That's where we're going to see the true value. So again, if we can say we have confidence in a crypto market that will rebound, I mean, with utility does come value. So if this is just short-term pain for long-term gain, why not take this opportunity to purchase more cryptocurrencies? And again, this is exactly what I'm going to be doing when my targets hit. So, I'm looking at the charts and I'm seeing some interesting patterns in here, like what we saw back in the summer of 2021. This pattern here is looking like it is playing out very, very similarly to what we are seeing here. So if I zoom in on that, just bring this over a little bit, you guys can see after that downturn, we did see the price wick down here, and then consolidation in and around here. It made a higher high, which got people really excited, and then boom, it went down even lower, which is exactly what we saw back in 2021. So again, this is that consolidation period. We could rally a little. It may retrace back into this support level before the move to the upside. And I don't know if you guys remember that Marin tweet that I highlighted on the channel a few weeks ago now. May 2022, the downturn. October 2022, the upturn. And so that was a prediction from Marin. She successfully predicted the 2021 downturn and upturn. And I'll link that video up here if you guys did not catch that. Things that we should also be paying attention to, okay? So now I'm going to focus on some of the positives. The co-founders of leading blockchain analytics firm Glassnode are revealing that institutional investors are loading up on Bitcoin as it's trading below the $30,000 level. So this coming from Michael at Val5 Links. And these are on-chain analytics, okay? This is coming from Glassnode directly, okay? These guys are saying that the weekly crypto inflows show that institutional investors are gobbling up Bitcoin as it continues to flash signs of weakness. What is interesting to observe is that the demand for Bitcoin exposure in traditional markets has strengthened. Following Bitcoin's $69 million inflow noted in May 30th, the capital flows nearly doubled last week as institutional investors bought into weakness at a discount. So we're seeing institutions, guys, buying in under $30,000. While the Glassnode co-founder says Bitcoin is witnessing weaker demand from long-term holders on top of selling pressure from short-term holders, they highlight that Bitcoin is faring better than altcoins given the current market sentiment. And here's a quote: Bitcoin outperformed altcoins as investors seek safety within the crypto space in a fear-induced market. So we're seeing, big institutions now purchasing Bitcoin at the sub $30,000 level. I also wanted to make a point of this, again, from Michael at Val5 Links, and I'm really just briefly going over these articles today, guys. But I will link everything in the description for you if you're interested. The majority of crypto hedge funds are extremely bullish on Bitcoin despite weak price action. And guys, this is coming from a PricewaterhouseCoopers study. They share data from a survey conducted by digital assets manager CoinShares in Q1 of 2022, focusing on crypto hedge funds and excluding crypto index funds and crypto venture capital funds. Data from the study shows that even though the crypto winter was already ongoing at the time of the survey, hedge fund managers remain extremely bullish on Bitcoin. Again, bullish on Bitcoin. All respondents predicted that BTC would end the year above the prevailing price upon survey closure, $40,000. With the median prediction of BTC price being $75,000. The majority of predictions were within $75,000 to the $100,000 range, with another 35% predicting that Bitcoin would be between $50,000 and $75,000 by the end of 2022. So, wow, this is not going to be, on top of everything else, this is not going to be a very long bear market. So down here, the respondents were also optimistic that by the end of the year, crypto's total market capitalization will exceed the $1.5 trillion level. Fund managers were also bullish towards the crypto market capitalization changes in the upcoming year, with over 97% of fund managers expecting the market to finish the year significantly above current levels and with the median predicted level at $3 trillion. Most forecasts range between $2 trillion and $3 trillion, bringing the crypto market cap back up to where it was at peak market levels. So let me just bring up the total market cap here. Peak market levels, that would have brought us to price label up here, $3 trillion. Yeah, pretty much on the nose there, $3 trillion right at the height up there. If I were to put a horizontal line, you guys can see that would be the height of the market. And right now we're below, we're at 937 billion. So it has lost 2/3 of its worth at this moment in time. But many are optimistic, guys. The major money flowing into Bitcoin right now, buying sub $30,000. That is a sign, not just for Bitcoin, but guys, for the rest of the market, because we know in a spec market, everything is essentially trading based on Bitcoin's price movement. So even if I were to bring up XRP right here, and even though XRP is trading at about 30.5 cents, ouch! These chart patterns are moving in tandem, and if Bitcoin has found its bottom, that means that it's very likely that XRP and other altcoins have also found their bottom. And the thing that gets me really excited about this market cycle, rather than or compared to other market cycles, is that the last market cycle that we were dragged through took so long to get here, and then a little bit of optimism. We had the beer flu scare. Actually, the optimism started here. Then there was the beer flu economy shutdown, and then the markets recovered, and we started to see a bullish run from there. But many are predicting that this could be the bottom, so we're already through the worst of it, and that we are going to see a bullish market by the end of 2022. So many people have said this: short but very sharp recession ahead, warns macro guru Raoul Pal. Here's his outlook on crypto. He says, I'm anticipating a short, very sharp recession and a return to use of the Fed's balance sheet, direct transfer payment to give money directly to poor people, and the Fed having to support some parts of the market again. But let's see how it plays out. The main point being is we've got the worst ahead of us still. It's not fully priced in by the markets. It's going to be faster than people expect. It's going to be more severe than people expect, and we can look out looking forward. Looking at crypto, he says, Powell remains long-term bullish, and he's following Metcalfe's law, which states that a network grows in value as the number of users on the network gets bigger. So something that, in a smaller case study, Ripple has always been touting with regards to the XRP cryptocurrency and the XRPL. People haven't left the crypto ecosystem like they did back in 2018, he says, which is why we've had much more of a sloppy sideways range, and I think that adoption continues, and if it continues this way, by the time we get to 2030, we end up with 5 billion people or 4 billion people using cryptocurrency. Taking into account a possible slowdown in adoption rates, Powell says last year we had a 186% rate of adoption. You can see what it's like compared to the internet. Overall, it's about twice the speed of the internet adoption, and that's truly extraordinary. So he's also talking about the adoption rate and how we're actually seeing crypto being adopted way faster than the internet was adopted. It tells us that going forward, even though the internet, as it becomes a more adopted network, the rate of growth comes down, but the number becomes huge, and that's what's important to the valuation of the market cap in crypto. So he says adoption is what's going to really be key, and the regulations are getting hammered out as we speak. Even if we assume some slowdown, whether it slows down by the same percentage change that the internet did after year 6, starting at 5 million users, after that, it started slowing down to 43%. If we adjust it by the same amount, we get to 76% growth in crypto. We will still get to 2.8 billion users in the next 4 years. He's just giving some math here. If we slow it down to match that of the internet, we get 1.2 billion users, and the internet at that stage was at about 500 million users. So according to Powell, the dramatic surge in the numbers of users will be the catalyst that takes crypto to higher heights. So this next bull run, as per Raoul Pal, as per many suggesting that this is really going to come out the other end in the back half of 2022. This, guys, is what's going to really fuel the altcoin market. 99% of coins will likely fall to the wayside. The coins that have utility will be the ones that money will flow into in this next cycle. And institutions are continuing to buy Bitcoin under $30,000. So that, to me, sounds like this is a great opportunity to buy. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.